Hello and welcome to the Under-17 Boulder Finals. What an exciting night this is shaping up to be. The athletes are observing the routes. They're on the final climb now. And I have two co-commentators joining me this evening, one of who created some of these monstrosities in front of you today. And we will be talking to Nicken, who is joining me. Nicken, first of all, you are very famous on YouTube.
Thank you.
How did you come and let's just explain, Eric Carson's video was where I first kind of met you and was introduced to you. So how are you now setting for this? What was the journey sort of your route setting story?
I kind of stumbled into setting, honestly. I was going to study university in Sweden, and in the process of getting my Swedish to a college level, I started route setting and realized I didn't want to stop. So here I am. But I got really lucky, actually. I made good contacts in my federation, and the timing of my improvement within this industry timed well with some things that happened in the IFSC. And I was able to get a position.
Fantastic. And are you going for sort of World Cup setting positions in the future? Is that the goal?
That is the goal.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we enjoyed some of your creations earlier on for the Under-19s final. We're going to be talking in detail, of course, about these boulders in a couple of seconds when we can see them. But let's talk about the crowd who have filled this stadium. It is pretty warm out there, although the sun has started to drop, cooling things off for the athletes. And Nick, I would imagine the sort of sweaty conditions have proved quite challenging for you guys.
Yes. We had, today it's been 29, 30 degrees in Helsinki almost the entire day, and we had similar conditions the entire week.
Wow.
I think the only variance we had was yesterday's semis, and then it was a very cool 22 degrees. But beside from that, it's been very similar, which is, it's a blessing and a curse, right?
Yeah.
Because
it felt like a relief, though, after all of this.
Yeah.
But then, presumably, the conditions changed quite a lot for you.
Yeah. The worst thing is when you have the entire week of testing in really bad conditions, and then the competition day comes and everything cools down, and there's an amazing wind, and you have these perfect climbing conditions, and they don't match what you've tested whatsoever. And I've had it happen, and it's one of the downsides of having outdoor competitions, of course, but there's pros and cons for everything in this sport.
Absolutely. All right, well, the athletes have just been announced. We're just checking out the run around the corner boulder, but we'll turn our attention to our climbers. So from qualifying, and there are over 600 athletes registered for the entire event here, so you can imagine just how many people are doing boulder. From qualifying to semi-finals, where there were 26 women, 24 men, to just 8 finalists here tonight. And it is a big deal winning the IFSC Youth World Champs. It's a really important stepping stone for a lot of athletes, and of course, when we talk about future stars, obviously these medals will be taken into consideration as well. So we're just looking here at so we're taking multiple photos here at this selfie. Right, so for the men, Tyson Park is announced to the audience, and then Landers Gaydorsh up next. And I want to chat about all these athletes in detail when we see them. They're a bit out of order here, so we'll sort of stop announcing the names a little bit and just talk generally about them as thumbs up are given in the crowd. And Nicken, look, the boulders are kind of behind us. Generally, what have we got awaiting us for these boulders? Is there any kind of particular style, or is it a little bit of everything out there?
I think especially this final round is maybe a little bit more, I would say, modern comp style than what we've seen in some of the previous rounds.
So explain that one. So I'm thinking more parkour, kind of jumps, sort of quarter moves, stuff like that?
I think for me, yes, this all comes under modern comp style, but I think really it has to do with doing things with risk.
Okay.
And the stronger and the better that the competitors become, the more risk that you have to introduce in movements to create the separation that we're after to create a good ranking.
And talking about risk, your colleague, Kayla, was in the commentary box with me. The boulder at the end, the twisty turn one, we saw lots of different ways of doing that. And I thought it was a brilliant bit of setting by you guys. Because, there was obviously a plan, but the athletes didn't have to do it that way.
No. It turned out, are you thinking about the men's or the women's?
Men's, the turn. At the very end on the slab, down at the end, the swing, jump, twist, that one.
Yes, the one in the corner.
Yes, and I know there was another risky one as well. The women nearly didn't top it out, and then we got a last-minute top. So I would imagine that was a nervy one too for you.
No, but it's super, especially this boulder in the corner from the semis is, I would say, a crusade that Caleb has had for quite a while. It's a really, really tricky movement to set in a way that is not breakable for the athletes or the climbers that are going onto it. And I think this time they were really close with executing the idea, but wow, it's really hard.
Yeah.
And these athletes, like sometimes they come up with these solutions that you would never have expected. You think you've tested like 50 breaks for a problem, and they show up with the 51st, and you're like, how did we not see this, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I can imagine that you're sort of amazed and annoyed all at the same time. Now, this boulder, you describe this as the watermelon boulder for obvious reasons, the colours, but this is a challenging way to finish the round as well.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be, I think, above all, like a test of tactics. Like how well have they been able to take care of their skin throughout the round, because it's very friction dependent, and you're also only going to have maybe 1 or 2 really good tries. And
then M1, friction dependent too. You described it as mentally draining at the top, just because, you know, the feet are bad throughout, I would imagine.
Yeah. It's very, like the feet are good and they're really bad at the same time.
I like that.
Each volume has kind of a different angle for the smear, and when you can lock into this feeling, it's quite easy in the feeling, and then I've had so many times during the testing, and you relax for a millisecond, and you're off the wall.
Wow. Okay, so an intense start for the men. And this is M3 we're looking at here. Yes. And you were telling me 2 ways through this kind of cordo bit in the middle.
Yes. We have what we've dubbed the Japanese suratu style of campus, which is very more effortless, I would say momentum-based.
And crossing with the hands.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
Versus what we called the American version, which is jumping 2 hands to the second hold, swinging through, and then securing your place on the large hold at the end of the paddle.
And then M2, we look at it here. These pockets look quite good on TV, but they're not in real life, are they?
No, they're quite bad. We had to make some small tweaks now between the rounds just because we couldn't stick on the holds, which is an issue. But hopefully we found a good level. So
skin might be important. Well, the talking is done. The athletes turn to face the crowd, and this format is a little bit different if you've watched IFSC senior finals before. Although we have we have 2 sets of athletes on at the same time, so we'll have 4 climbers by the middle of it. Taesung Park for Korea is the first underway, and for the women, Lou Auclair for France. So, Nikan, M1, we talked about it a little bit, but it's all about the feet here.
Yeah. So really, it's balance. You have this slight dynamic movement, which you just did very well, to kind of enter into the no-hand sequence.
That was amazing, that spring up and planted that left foot. Now, the zone hold, again, it's not something you can really sort of crank on this.
No. It's really, there's enough there to show that the athlete is using it to establish the zone.
Yeah.
And I think his feet are a little off here.
So you would go like this, or would you have right foot on top?
I would have the right foot on top, honestly, because the way that the holds are stacked vertically, it makes this just harder than it needs to be. Yeah,
and you see totally, I mean, it's really blind like that as well, isn't it? You can see him feeling around, thought he had it, I think, and didn't. And then this run, now it's into a no-tex hold. Very nasty, Nick. What are you guys doing? But hard to hold onto and stop the barn door, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm usually known for setting with no-tex holds. This is not mine, the base concept. I'm just going to put this out there right away for the viewers.
Okay.
But it's really a very effortless move when you can feel the right rhythm in the footsteps. But especially with the no-tex for both the foot and the hand you're landing in, it really requires a perfect position coming in.
So it is all positioned to stop the movement?
Yeah. For the most part, because I mean, often, like, sure, like you can pull and grip no-tex, but the harder you hold, like, it's easier for you to slip out, right?
Okay. And the rules have changed this year. You can't lick your fingers anymore to make them wet. You can bring a little spritz water bottle onto the stage.
That's still allowed?
That is still allowed, yes. But licking, spitting on your fingers, not so much anymore.
Shocking that, right?
I know. It took a surprising amount of time for that one to get bad. And we are so we are watching her just check out the top of the boulder. So back on. And she knew.
No,
I love the way
really
she looked
good.
ahead. I think she figured out she was going to do that almost before she did the thing. And then second half, palm, and then some more really difficult moves there.
Yes. Now, a little bit more power. These moves are not so difficult, but it sets up for a bit of a whopper for the final move for the 25.
And a scary one, right?
Yes. And, I mean, all of the handholds in this are no-tex, aside from the 10-point, which you press on. We'll see how it goes for Park here.
Yeah, now he has changed his mind. So it goes left foot first on the bottom one.
Yeah. So I mentioned this earlier, but you see, getting the foot over is not the difficult part. It's when you see that he starts to rotate the heel to move the weight onto this next point of weighting and tension. That's where it's really easy for this foot to come out. And it's kind of, I would say, an unexpected point of difficulty.
Okay, so we'll catch them a bit unawares. Okay, well, Lou will go again. She's got this move, almost had it locked in. Spinning down there. Yeah, it's the foot that makes it particularly nasty. I think most would be able to do it with a friction surface, but that right foot there, you can see the slip straight away. Yeah. Where would you place your foot on that?
I don't think it matters so much, really. I think you saw the two tries ago, she had almost a perfect amount of speed, so that when she comes into this final position, she can stop. And I think now for these last 3 tries, you see some of the stress coming into her performance.
So too fast, you think?
Yeah, too fast. Well, and now you see again.
Yeah, she stopped it with 2 hands. 9 seconds, though. I don't think she's got time for this. She's already got the zone. 6 seconds. She's going to have to absolutely launch here. 3. She gets counted out. It's so interesting, isn't it? We've seen, and look as well for, we didn't catch it, and I'm afraid there are no replays for this one, but I have a feeling he came very close with that reaction.
Yeah. I think he fell trying to match the top hold.
Yeah. All right, so tricky for him. The brushes will come on. And I want to see if my favorite brusher is that. I didn't know if you saw it, Nick, and we had a little girl brushing one of the holds who was doing absolutely nothing, but having a brilliant time doing it. And it was so lovely to watch. But I think she's been retired, sadly.
Well, I think it'll be a core memory for her regardless.
It was for me, honestly. I just think it's so cool to have like the volunteers doing this as well, because it's such an inspiration if you're an up-and-coming climber to be out on the mats with these guys. Incredible.
Absolutely.
Right, Landers is out and Maya Enne is out too. And I want to chat about both of these climbers. Landers, let's start with him because he's on screen. He is one of the very few athletes to make the bridge between the ice climbing competition world and this plastic pulling world.
Really?
Yeah, so he competed last year in the UIA tournaments. He's here for the IFSC. And then Maya on screen here, Romanian, but born in the USA, trains in Salt Lake, and might be making a move back to Romania at some point. But she just blew me away in semis. Incredible climber.
She climbed incredibly well. I think her quality performance was good. I mean, she made it to semis, but semis, she looked incredibly solid on almost all of the boulders.
She stood out, and with 26 athletes for the women, you know, that's tricky to do. And there was something about her style that caught my attention. I can't quite put my finger on it yet, but it was really cool to see her.
I think she climbs with a lot of intent. And it shows, like, when you look at her face and the way that she's looking at the holds and the problems, it's very measured the way that she's approaching these.
Interesting spot, yeah.
This is getting better. You see, she's starting to regulate the speed coming into this final position. So I think maybe 2 more tries and this could work for her.
So interesting hearing you talk about speed, because I thought it would have been all about the foot placement. But yeah, the speed is something I just don't think about enough, obviously, when I climb. Right, Landers will pull on. He's also done a lot of outdoor climbing, this man. Big wall with some pretty famous athletes. I had a long chat with his dad during the break between the under-17s, and we were talking about how he was pretty surprised to be in this position. But he's certainly doing well here.
This is looking... Well,
wow. How did he save that?
I almost castered cursed him. Man.
He has got the wrong foot, though, right? In terms of making this next move difficult.
Yes.
And you can see the problem immediately. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It just gets in your own way. And Maya, meanwhile, has got up to the zone. That's unfortunate. I think she lost her feet on the no-tex on the right.
Yeah, I think she just ended up a little bit low. I mean, you want to come in quite high into this press. It's a very tight box, and I think you're just adding like unnecessary difficulty for yourself. We'll see if she can repeat this now. Wow, fantastic. Really nicely done.
Love that rotation with the right toe as well as she found the balancing point. Now, this is where she fell before. Has a risky heel in here. Remember, no texture. A risky toe too. I'm holding my breath. And now she moves to jibs, where there is a dot of friction on those?
Yep, there is a small dot. It's the same holds that we had in the quali for the slab on the men. They're very familiar with this. But yeah, you see, when you end up low like this, you're making things a little bit difficult. If the next hold had friction, oh wow, come on.
Yeah, Landers standing onto this pink one. Psychologically, it's tricky. Got to be careful of that left hand around the corner there.
Yep, but it didn't look like it was weighted whatsoever. And?
Good work from Landers, which should stand. Yes, the black tape indicates that it's a no touching zone, so you can't grab the arete. And although I think his hand drifted near to it, as you said, he didn't seem to weight it, but that's one for the judges to make up their minds or appeals. We'll see later on. So Maya on again. So it seems hard to repeat this sequence.
Yeah.
But better this time.
She's had pretty good success rate at the end, but yeah, it's really easy to just get one small thing wrong in either the speed, the cadence of your feet, and it goes bad pretty fast.
She sticks with the low method though, making the next move very powerful. So has she got something in those arms? Nice. Oh no, that's better. Okay.
Now she goes for the mantle. She has enough time for this. This could be really cool. Oh,
not quite. I love the way it looked like she was falling into the same trap and then just made the adjustment, twisted to the right. That was intelligent climbing, but she only leaves with a zone. So no tops yet in this round. Sorry, in the women's round. There are our brushing team. So Maya runs off. 2 done. We'll have more and more athletes come on as we hit the midpoint of this competition. Oh my goodness, is that my favorite brusher? That might be her.
Was she brushing the Notex again?
Yes, it's fine. I'm a fan. I don't care. I want to know her name. She's brilliant. All right, well, our team leave the mats and we wait. Lucy Duncan will be out next. Adrian Katman from Austria as well. There is Adrian. And Lucy down on the right-hand side.
This guy was on a bit of a burner this morning, I'll say. He climbed really well. He had like, I think a good aggression, I would say, towards the round. Like he wasn't afraid to try hard.
Let's see. I suppose he's got to take that aggression away, though, for this boulder. Not going to help you too much. Precision needed here. Lands on the left foot, but comes down.
Looks like a good base, though. I mean, both feet were about where you want them to be. I think with some more awareness for the hips and the shoulders. We'll see now. I think this can go.
Adrian goes again. Different placement of that left foot that time.
Yes. I mean, we saw Landers just absolutely run up for this, but it's not an easy position.
No.
Especially with the left foot being as big as it is. I think it's easy to fall into this trap that you think that you have more margin in the landing position than what you really have.
Yeah, you got to turn a sort of a big hold into a small placement.
Wow.
Look at her. She's in. Lucy with quick adjustments now. She's immediately going to press up high, and we saw Maya going low. Lucy doesn't fall into that.
See if she keeps the right amount of tension, and she does. Very nice.
So a scary jump to come. You've got to launch into a corner. Don't think too much about it.
Oh, she'd crushed that.
There was zero thought. You could see her just kind of be like, it's scary, I don't care. You know, one of those moves.
Wow, that was fantastic climbing.
Yeah, Lucy's through. So, good from her. We will stick with Adrian, who is struggling with his first sequence now. So he'll take a moment just to compose himself. 2 minutes 17 on the clock, lots of time. So left foot is on, he stands up. Oh, wow,
yes.
So different.
I think you saw in the previous attempt, he was kind of in between these two betas. He really weighted the right foot, but still kept the left foot on. And you really saw him think there between his tries, and I think that's when you saw that he's like, okay, maybe I'll try this different beta and see how this works.
Did you guys try that beta yourself when you were testing this boulder? Okay. And would you say it was sort of a better way of doing it? Just different?
I think they're quite similar, really. I think it's kind of up to the climber. Wow. Come on, come on. Oh.
It looks like you've sort of got to still do the movement, though, in a way. You know, you've still got to step over, you've still got to land it, you've still got to keep everything tight onto the wall.
Yeah, like, I'll say the move, if you go with the one, just a straight stand-up, the move over to the left, it's not difficult, but you're adding just one more moment where you can slip, right?
Yeah.
It's still, you have to transfer the weight very carefully to the volume, and this is always a moment of risk. Looks good.
He's up again.
No, he's...
Maybe relying on the hand too much?
He's falling into the position in a way, really, that the upper body is dominating the fall, right? It's not that the lower body is going first to establish this tension.
He gets set to go again.
Nice. Good for him.
Needs this zone, though. 50 seconds on the clock. That should be the zone, I think. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I might want to touch it again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting call, that one.
Yeah. Because
he did touch it, but he didn't really move. In fact, I'm going to have a little look on my score. You can download the IFSC app, by the way. It's free to download. And let me have a little look, see. So he was given that. So zone in 8 for him. So yeah, legit. So he's on 9.3 now. 10 points for a zone, 25 for a top, minus 0.1 for every failed attempt to that scoring area. Landers leading the way with 24.7 after that top. Oh, look, wow. It's like he sort of...
He understood at the end. That's a bummer. I think if his previous good attempt to zone had that amount of calmness and I think almost carefree climbing to it, it could have looked really good for him.
I see this so often in slab climbing, especially on the World Cups, which you really struggle until you realize you've got 10 seconds left. And then you sort of release your inhibitions. That's a Natalie Thingy song, isn't it? But you then walk your way across and you just suddenly see them come alive and they stop worrying about it. It's really interesting to me, that one. Well, Team Japan out in force, as you can see. They've got lots of athletes in. They've had a busy couple of days, and 2 of their athletes are out. Saran Koyama for the men, and for the women, Marin Nakamura, who is no relation to Mao Nakamura. Just in case anyone was wondering. So, slab climbing for the men, running for the women down on the right here. Remember, 4 boulders ahead of us here tonight. And the podiums for the under 19s will be at the end of this broadcast as well, so do stick around for that one. So, Saran is up, straight into position. Heels down immediately with that left foot as well.
Oh, yeah. He looks pretty comfortable in this position, I'll say.
Very good, but he's kind of fallen into this trap again, hasn't he? So can he find a right foot? Oh, he's really using that thumb and dropping down low.
This is not so easy.
Oh, and the thumb pinged eventually. And this is the problem. I think he's going to try to foot. Yeah, oh, it's not bad, you know. He found it for a second.
Yeah. It's really often when you have these either step through or step behind on slab, the holds are a bit farther placed apart. So it has to do more with the hip flexibility. But when the holds are stacked so tightly together, it really creates, I mean, the amount of flexibility you would have to have in this position.
Yeah. Marin, I think, just tried to break the beater, by the way. She was going up straight to the 10 off this hold. Look, yes.
What?
It's a big jump, though, eh?
I mean, this seems like kind of like a fantasy. But maybe, I mean, her feet are quite low on the volume now. If she wants to pursue this and she runs to the top, maybe this could be something that we haven't seen. Yeah. But I think she's discarded this theory as of now.
She gave it 2 goes, which is interesting. Now, the foot placement, I mean, it's something I personally really struggle with when I'm doing this climbing, is where and which order I'm going to place my feet.
Yeah.
And she's slowly getting it. No, look at that.
What a hold. Fantastic.
All the way right, all the way left, and held it. Right, with a minute 50, she's in with a real chance here. Right foot up onto the jib. She goes low as well. It's better if she turns that body, eh? This is going to be a full-on heel hook, but that is a lot of power to do that.
Oh, this is... If that holded friction, this was no problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really tricky, this. Like, it's very devious. You think that you're like, it's just a hold, right? I can kind of do whatever. I can reach and grab, and it's very easy to get punished like
devious, by the way, is the best way I've ever heard to describe that. I love that word. I'm nicking it for future World Cups. All right, Saran is stood up, brings the right foot across. Good work from him. Sticks with his beater, which is interesting.
I think yeah, you see, tries to rotate the heel to the right or to the left, and
such a frustrating move, this one. And it's one of those climbs where the chalk bag can kind of be dropped, can't it? There's not a lot of friction involved in this one.
I mean, it's only the last hold that you want friction on, and I mean, half of that is no text, so. Okay, this will be a really important...
I'm amazed he hasn't tried something different with these feet yet. He looks so confident on the first half of the slab, and then he's just been driving away at that method.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean...
Everyone's got probably a couple more goes. Maybe Marin with a couple more here for the run. And Saran on the other side has tried the same thing. He falls and he's leaving. So both athletes go. Interesting start to this round. I like this, Nick, and this is cool.
Yeah, it seems to be progressing quite well. We have some zones. We have 2 tops, 1 on each. So no, I think this is a very good start to the finals.
Yeah, setting itself up nicely here. As we approach the halfway mark, Zeren Mu up next. Yeon Kim for the women.
I will say with the brushers, they have shown improvement during the course of this finals.
Yes.
From the previous round to this, the brushing looks much better.
I wasn't having to go at the brushing itself. I just love the attitude of the brusher, who's just like having the best time brushing those holes. And there were lots of other people as well, kind of following up after her, maybe clearing it up, but she was just very cool. Okay, so from Korea, she goes down on the right-hand side, stands, waits. The clock resets itself, and she can start climbing now. So China on the left, Korea on the right-hand side, and we will, of course, be going off to Korea for the IFSC World Champs at the end of the year. And of course, we've got 2 boulders in action now.
Oh, now it gets really interesting, right?
Yeah, so we can talk while we're looking at them. Men's 2, talk to me about that one as Park pulls on.
He seems to be cruising through this. This moment is a little bit uncertain.
These are the pockets you guys struggled with, and you put a thumb catch on the right one. Oh, yeah, that's it.
You see, and especially with where the crimps are in relation to these pink macros, you want to suck the body and the chest in as much as possible, and you can't because you're trying to climb around this pink volume, so the body comes out, and the crimps are these weird pocket slopers. They just get exponentially worse.
That's so interesting. I love having setters in the commentary box. Mu pulls on very low, so he hasn't done that jump up with the right foot.
Wow, but this is working for him.
Can he stand up on it? He's now got to press all the way through that left leg. And he's right on the edge of that volume as well.
Oh, bummer. I thought that would work. I think you see him holding the volume on the left side. It's really not as good as he makes it look. Like, yes, it's a new volume. There's a lot of friction, but it's very, very slopey.
I wonder if he'll do the same thing. We'll keep an eye on him in the left. Park pulls on once more on men's 2. Nearly caught that save, so that will be the minus 0.1. Second your feet hit the mats having pulled on. Oh, and she's established now. So second half, it should be the zone from here.
Nice. Directly into the press.
Looks around the corner. And it's just to confirm,
there's
no friction up there, is there, on that side pull?
No.
Okay. Love the cheeky knee in underneath. Working so hard as she drops that right foot down and across. Nearly saved it, but not quite. So we haven't seen much of women's 2, just in the background there. What kind of style, Nick, are we looking at for that one?
I think the beginning, kind of a standard mental, and then kind of alternating powerful and more delicate pressing. That gets you into a position for a paddle, and it's a little bit more dynamic in the top half.
You said to me it's a lot to put together.
Yes. Like the mental, getting the foot up onto the right hand is easy to mess up. It's really easy to ping off the left start hand. And then you have to do all of this into a paddle.
Okay. Yeah, that is a lot when you talk about it.
Yes.
But Mu, we'll stick with him right now as he tries to get stood up on the slab. And this is this pocket pulling madness on M2.
Whoa.
Powerful start as well.
As a lot harder than it needs to be.
Okay.
This movement can be really slow. I guess it's sensitive, but you can control quite a lot.
Okay. This is women's 3, so we talked about it. This is the one where you have to put everything together. And my back aches when I see moves like this. We have to press up. It doesn't look like you're doing any effort, but there's so many muscles squeezing. Yes.
And I mean, this wall is a little bit more overhanging than what it looks like on camera. So yeah, there's a lot of power going into this.
Park continues to make it more difficult for himself on M2. M1, meanwhile, he has made some progress here. Oh, he's 7 seconds left. That's why he's moving fast. Guy, you blink and you miss it in this round, I tell you. The clock is just not their friend.
2 minutes goes by really quick.
So Taesung Park will leave with the zone, I think, because he got to the pockets early on, didn't he? So
yes.
that will be points for him.
But this is definitely, especially with men's too, because this is one of the boulders that we want to have a little bit more tops for the round. And we put in a substantial amount of time in the testing and tweaking between today's earlier semis and the U19 finals.
When on earth did you have time to do that, Nick?
We had 5 hours. So
oh, yes, in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Fine, okay.
So, yeah, we put up the U17s that we needed to tweak.
Yeah.
Tested, tweaked, and then took them down again after remarking, and then put up the U19s.
Oh, wow. You've had a busy day. Are you sleeping for a week after this finishes?
After a little bit more work, yes.
Manini Lee is on for China down on the far right-hand side. Maya is back on action here on this boulder, which is... Is it height dependent, this one, this press? If you're taller, is it more awkward, or does it not really matter?
I would say it's a little bit more flow in that way.
Okay.
Like, if you're shorter, it should be a little bit easier to get the right foot up.
Okay.
And this looks pretty comfortable for her so far.
Yeah, she does seem to fit into that shape well. Landers pulled on in the background and fell off. He is our current leader for the men.
Hips came off a little bit too much.
Yeah, Landers up again. He starts jumping. Mini Lee is down on the far right somewhere on the run and jump. And then on the slab is, we have Takato Saiki.
Wow. Really good tactics to see from an athlete like this, especially to have in this one go to try one beta and be able to discard it quite quickly and be like, okay, I will try something else to still get value from this attempt that I have on the wall.
Yeah, good spot, Nicken, yeah. And sliding that left foot down that time. Mini Lee is up into the decision. Now, this lady is one to watch. She's won gold here at the last Youth World Chaps. By her own words, she told us she'd messed up the lead and wants a bit of revenge on this one. But she is a very good future climber for China here.
See if she has, wow, and she has the power to pull this through.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I think she's kind of been saving herself, you know, for the finals here, sort of leaving a little bit in the tank. I think she's... And look at this, statically into the corner.
Wow. Oh, that's really smart.
Yeah. She's good. She is very good. And she leaves herself in a strong position there. That will jump her up into the top spot.
So Lander seems to be having a little bit of issues with these two slopers. But I will remind everyone listening, it's very hot out in the arena right now. So a lot of these holds are a little bit worse than what you would expect them to be.
Yeah, it turns out the sun in Helsinki never really goes down, which is something I'd totally forgotten about. It's 9 o'clock now, and it's very much out.
Wow. Very nicely done.
And that left foot was sliding away.
Oh, that's such a sad feeling when that happens to you when you're climbing.
He's got uber soft shoes on as well. The fact that those shoes were sliding, that says a lot. So Maya back into the press. She's struggled to move out of this position, though. Physically, it's really brutal, this.
But I think she's discarding this right-hand press a little bit too quickly. It is... I think a lot of you're like, okay, it just gets me from point A to B, but it's really important actually to be able to bring the body weight over to the left so that the next position isn't so physical.
Wow. Nick, and you could be a coach as well as a setter, by the way. This is your future right here. Listening to you talk, I'm honestly learning from you. This is brilliant. Okay. Taketo, though, is not quite getting to grips with his first move. I'm struggling to remember what that's called. It's like a duck something. Someone told me this in Prague, where you have like the edge of your foot on a slab.
Like the full thing?
Yeah, it's called what is it? It's a duck something hold.
In Swedish, we just call it like platypus foot.
Okay.
Almost, but you just like throw like all of the rubber you can on
Yeah, but it's specifically the edge. Duck. Someone message me, please, because it was my favorite word. I used it endlessly and now I've forgotten it. Right, Landers up onto the sloper. He's not getting to grips with it. He hasn't got time to get to grips with it. It runs out.
Bummer.
So Landers will go, and I don't think he got the zone on that either.
Not that I saw, at least.
No.
But I think it can be really interesting with moves like this, where you see the setup and the distances between them, and you immediately assume you have to go dynamically. And then maybe you get pulled into this trap for the 4 minutes, and I think for him, this is a boulder he should have topped.
So you should have just slowed the movement down, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
more static.
Yeah, much more static. It's a lot easier, but I think more just trying different things.
Okay. So Hugo Chan comes on from Hong Kong, China, on the left-hand side of the stage. And looking a little bit nervous there in the middle is Lucy Duncan. And then back in action from Austria is Adrian, who really did struggle with that first slab. So he's hoping, look, he is slowing the movement down. So he's got a thumb pressed in.
Nice, really good. You see the transference of weight in the hips between the volume into the sloper. This is really nicely climbed so far. A little bit tricky here, getting the weight over. Yes.
So Hugo presses up. Lucy now. Oh, sorry, not Lucy. Yeah, Lucy up into the press. And she does keep that right hand hanging a little bit longer.
Ooh. Let's see what she decides to go. Hand first or foot first?
How good is the blocked crimp on the left?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's blocked, of course, but the hold is, I would say, flat, at least.
So something, a hold at least for her. Ah, it must be annoying. You've got your hand on a hold finally and you still slip. Tricky. Hugo, full foot pressed into that purple volume, brings the right foot under. It's just belief that the rubber's going to stick now. Zone vote.
Zone for him, and see.
And really made that obvious to the judges, which is good. So palm in, the feet were slipping there. And look on the right-hand side, into the pockets goes Adrian now. The thumb catch will feel good, the left hand will not so much. He jumps for the top though, and that is a comeback for him.
Nice, good for him.
Yeah, that is a big confidence boost. You could see how disappointed he was after that first climb, and that is a great comeback for him. And then we've got Akani Matsura in action on our cameras for the first time. She was very interesting during semis as well, kind of did things differently.
Yes. She looked pretty close with that beta, actually. I don't know how hard it is to hold that position, but she had almost the distance.
Yeah. I wonder, I mean, Team Japan's the only one trying this. I have a feeling they probably discussed that amongst themselves.
Yeah, I think you can see this, I mean, in most competitions, but a lot of the climbers will discuss together, but you can see the small groups that the climbers break off into, and this is where these kind of specific betas and also the fixture to these ideas, I think, will come from.
No, agreed. There was a little mistake there on the start. She laughed to herself. It's just one of those things. And we didn't see at the beginning. I wonder how many times she tried the run over to the right. I hope she's all right there. Maybe just looking down, obviously scrape that leg. And she'll be worried not so much about the pain, more about blood, because you're not allowed blood out on the mats, and blood stops you climbing. Hugo pulls on in the background. Lucy chills for a moment.
Wow, he's very comfortable on that first move. This is a really important try for him, so we'll see how it...
That left foot nearly went, didn't it?
Okay.
Well, finding the edge on the edge of the volume itself. Now a bit of heel in action. He's tried everything possible here. Oh, it's sliding though. This is such a mean boulder, Nickett.
Oh, it's really...
Have you ever seen that video of the penguin sliding off a sort of an icicle? It's a bit like that. It starts to go and they're desperately trying to save it.
But I mean, if he climbs really fast, maybe, but
Like that, I guess, but I think he's run out of time now. 14 seconds is enough. Everyone will leave, apart from Akani, who's down on the far right. I really would have been cool to see that work. So she calls it a day. So 2 to go then. And for the women, it's going to be a lady who is very impressive during the semi-finals, who is Paula from Germany. Brilliant during semis. I think she only dropped 2 attempts the whole time.
Yeah, she had a fantastic round in semis.
So she is up next. And then Rusai Hamada for the men will be the next athletes out onto the stage to finish off boulders number 1. And we are swapping nicking out. Not yet, another boulders time. We're bringing in a very special VIP guest in a minute. One of our major sponsors, the president of Trango Climbing, will be joining us. I'm sure we'll have time to chat gear as much as climbing. 3 Japanese teammates all together here on the podium. Rusei Hamada was impressive as well in semis. He's got the top spot here.
Yes, I think especially the U17 finals now is very Asia heavy. These guys are menaces. They're so good at climbing.
Yeah, they are coming, aren't they?
Ooh. I could have almost been not so nice.
No, he tried to save. He didn't want to touch the mat and lose an attempt. And look at this. So this is the lady I was talking about, Paola, who is just on one right now. She's tall, though, and this is awkward to bring that knee up, as you can see.
See what she decides to do.
Almost lying down with the forearm pressing, not quite.
I think this is not the way.
No.
But he is up into the volume now and looking pretty comfortable, I think. Let's see how he reads this.
Yeah, he's walked the feet gradually up.
Oh, okay.
He sensed that straight away, didn't he? So many people have gone left foot to the top jib, which doesn't seem to work.
Really smart climbing. And now you see, like, these feet are so tight. Wow, and he just breezes through this.
Only Landers has got this far. As in, like, topped it.
Yep.
So this could be a big moment for our comp here if he manages to finish it. You've got to keep concentrating all the way through on this climb.
Okay. So rethinking a little bit here, but... Come on, come on.
Edges himself out. That's going to be
There it is. Wow. Very, very nicely climbed there.
Good stuff from Risu. Okay. So he leaves the stage quickly. So there is Marin. She finds this thumb. This boulder has proved pretty tricky to everyone.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of power going into this first thumb match.
Yeah, and then the pressing begins then as she starts to work the hands over to the left-hand side. Inch by inch.
Let's see what, yeah. And she sees, like, okay, maybe I'll use this a little bit more. Oh. Uh-oh.
Not panicking yet, but not making progress. That right foot looks planted in.
Yep.
Oh, and Paola falls again up there.
I think in this way, the knee is almost a little bit of a bait. I think that it just sets up the body position a little bit wrong for them to come into this next unit hold.
Especially when you're tall like her, because, you know, if you're shorter, you can squeeze that knee in, you can still reach around the corner. When you're tall, you've got a lot of leg getting stuck in underneath that. Giving herself a bit of a stretch. It's one of those boulders. It's been a long day of bouldering for them as well.
Yes. I mean, they started the day equally hot, if not hotter, with semis, and then they've had not so much rest, honestly, in between. Wow, she is just...
Yeah, so much flow.
Rushing that move.
35 seconds, though. This could be a last attempt, so got to get this done now.
Nice.
Drops back down to the palm. Yeah, that is better. So, yeah, that knee trap avoided this time.
Nice, if she keeps the tension. Come on, come on. Just
if she can bring the right foot up, but it's, again,
no,
the press.
So close.
She might have another go. No, she's not. So she calls it a day. She will leave. Marin as well will finish things up. Interesting round. So the current favourite hasn't made the top. Hoping we're going to get to see a scoreboard here between the rounds. It'd be good to keep just updated with what's going on. But in the meantime, I can tell you from the app I'm reading, Saran Koyama leading the way with 34.9 over Adrian Kathan and Rusei Hamada. And for the women, Lucy Duncan over Minnie Lee and Liu Auclair. That's our top three currently. Okay. 2 Korean teammates come down. French athlete and China join us, kicking that towel down on to the mats. So, next rotation. Here we go.
We get to see some new boulders now.
Yeah, we'll wait to M2 to be done, and then we'll swap Chris in here. But this is this transition. Now, this is interesting, isn't it? Because, again, another foot sequence through here.
Yes. The stand up, and we'll see how she approaches this. Wow. Yes, so this is the more powerful method. You can either choose to go from the stand-up position to the small chip, and then bump the hands and come into this press position, which is, yes, it's more coordination, but it's less physical. Or the beta that she just tried, and it's a lot more power, but you skip one step. So it is, quote-unquote, a little bit more simple to execute. Wow, it's a very good first try for him there.
Yeah, Taesung Park launching across. He'll put a chalk bag on for another attempt here. A liquid chalk, good at fighting the sweaty conditions. Meanwhile, pressing up is Gyurin Kim. This is looking good from her, actually.
This is looking really good. We'll see if she can maintain the press long enough to get into the right body position. It's kind of the trap with this. And yeah, it looks like she's stuck this. Very nice. We'll see how this goes on the paddle for her.
Oh, we got a top. Well, we missed the middle bit, but that is going to improve her score. That'll be 25 minus, I think, only one attempt on that from what we saw.
Yeah.
So, Zeren Mu will fall.
Oh, that was not a fun fall for the skin.
In terms of sliding off it.
I think on average you see that the U17 are a little bit more reckless with their skin usage. And I mean, of course, this is an experience thing, but it's also something that we've had to keep in mind for the setting itself. It's like, okay, maybe there's some holes we shouldn't be using in the finals because they won't have the skin to use them.
No way. That is so many different levels of thinking, this one. And I guess it's all good unless you're doing lead tomorrow, and then it's more tricky.
Then you will.
And you might be in some trouble.
You've got a big week ahead of you.
Yeah. Pray for some jugs out there. So Mu is slowing this movement down nicely.
Wow, this looks really good for him. A nice control. And he's off screen now, but he's actually gotten himself into the pockets.
Yeah, I hope we can come back to him because he's very, very close.
Yeah. All right, well, Matt has left the commentary booth for a moment, so you're joined by me exclusively. And Matt's back with us. There we go.
Sorry about that. I was just doing a little bit of admin. Right, Maya back onto the mat. So, yeah, so there's a different format from most comps where you have to face the audience and then turn back. Maya trying to read this through here. Right, Minnie Lee got Boulder 1 done quickly. Can she get Boulder 2 done in a similar kind of speed? Not quite that time. She slides down.
Nice. Brings the foot up well. Oh, wow. She really sticks the stand up well.
So, barely breathing here as she crosses those feet through.
Whoa.
I was about to say it's blind, but you can kind of see through the hole, I guess.
It's kind of warped, you know? It's like looking through a drinking glass.
Yeah, so it kind of distorts your vision of what's there, but you do know it's there somewhere. It's floating away. So careful as she stands up, gets two hands on, but not quite.
Not bad, though, for her first try on that part.
And Landers on M3. So tell me about M3, because we haven't really had a look at this one yet.
Wow.
That's everything, really.
This boulder's been through a lot of variations.
Okay.
This was my base concept.
Okay. So this is your boulder?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the semis round. And this was also one that we put a lot of time into now before, going into the actual finals, just to make sure that it was actually easy enough. Because the previous version was a little bit more crazy.
And having seen some of your YouTube videos, Nick, that means a lot. Yeah. Craziness. You kind of usually lean into the crazy. A little bit.
But especially in this part, there's two quite complex moments. You have first this initial stand-up, which is a lot of accuracy, but also you're coming into the smear on the volume. So it's a super both accuracy with the hands and the arms, but also the general body position in relation to the wall. Now, the lights are back.
Yeah, I don't know if it was full lights or camera lights there, but yes, it went very dark for a second.
Top for Psyche there.
Yeah, well, despite the the light drop, he's okay and on.
Wow, and Maya's into this. Okay, so she drops down a little bit here. Right. Oh, and she's back up.
Pressing. Oh, big high kick. He's got to be so flexible to stand up and through this move. But she's doing it.
Wow. Wow, this is...
Left palm down. She can almost sit on that hold, but not quite at the top. And what do? You can see that face. It's just kind of, what next,
Yeah, it's really... Because she did the foot swap there. Yeah. From the left to the right foot on the blocked hold. And the position to get out of this is very hard.
Meanie Lee hasn't quite managed to recreate what she found on boulder number 1, but boulder number 2 is a tough one in this set.
Completely different style, I would say, but she's looking pretty good here, actually. She has 1 minute left.
Into the left side, pull up with the left foot. I'd love to see this boulder done.
Nice, and now we get to see a try.
Oh no,
not quite
short. Maya grits her teeth as she finds the top hole, but no, Landers launches left, but not quite either. He's got to stop the movement on that volume of the foot.
Wow, so she's going for one more try on this.
Yeah, 30 seconds just under on the clock left. Maya, how has she got strength with these arms still?
Nice, and now she doesn't do the foot swap, and we'll see how this goes into the press.
Looks better, doesn't it?
Come on, Maya.
No, just that left hand slid out of the no texture.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, look, she's emotional there straight away there as she leaves the stage. I think she knew how close she could have been if she hadn't done that foot swap. Here is the leaderboard. So Lou is leading the way over Lucy Duncan and Meanie Lee, who after that first top can only find the zone on the second one. Gyrin Kim, Maya, Paula, Marin and Akane after that. So that's how things stand for the women. And for the men, Saran with a 34.9 is over Adrian and Landers. Landers so good on boulder number 1, but boulder number 2, he did blink. Managed to pull it back a bit on boulder number 3. Taesung Park is in touch, 29, just below the top 3. And a couple of climbers to go on boulder number 2 before we reach the halfway point of this competition. Hugo comes on. Lucy's back in action. Good set so far, Nick, and I'm really enjoying this.
Thank you. No, it's been an amazing team to work with.
You guys seem like quite a nice unit out there.
I mean, there's definitely, it's such an art to bring a lot of people together that have often never met, and to be able to create a good team that can deliver on something like this with a lot of stress.
And it's good to have Olga in there.
Yes, there's so much experience in this team right now.
So Hugo creeps into the pockets, and this man has tiny hands, which could make these pockets feel okay up there. And he does leap, and he has got the top.
Wow. very good. That's a very important flash for him.
Yes, that was a flash as well. Yeah, that pounce at the last minute to get through M2. Super good from him.
But this kid has the most amazing energy at this competition. He took a spill off the mats actually during the qualifiers, and he popped up with like the biggest smile on his face.
That's awesome.
Because I was like, I asked him as he was walking off the mats, I was like, "Are you okay? Like, did it go well?" And he just held up his fingers in like the perfect sign and grinned and walked. And I was like, "Okay, this is
what a dude.
This kid is super psyched."
Yeah. Okay, Nate was on stage just now. This is Lucy on this tricky step through. Oh, that right foot's kind of on nothing as she slides down, though.
The inside flag can work for this move. It's just a little difficult. See how it goes for him. He's going for the American method.
So the American is the two-hand grunt and pull.
Yes, like the two-hand, swing the feet, and then stabilize on this final one. As far as when we were testing, they're pretty similar in terms of difficulty. It's really just what kind of coordination you're good in that'll decide which beta you go for.
Okay. Akane up into the presses. She's a bit taller, so might just struggle a bit here, but looking very composed as she goes out with the left hand.
This is very good for her. And 2 minutes left to be able to try this paddle is very, very good for her.
Yeah, everyone else has been a bit low here. You really need to find something off this right foot. She's getting closer and closer. This is statically.
Wow.
That's some sticky hand action as she campuses up here.
Wow, that is really crazy.
First time we get to see the top then. And the feet are oh, the heel. Did you think of that one? That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, Nikan has the best face on right now. It's incredible to see.
I mean, I mentioned...
look at that. Sorry, but look at that.
I mentioned 51st break, and yeah, I mean, this is the situation sometimes.
Wild heel. And she's going to get the top on it.
Yeah.
That is one of the most outrageous moves I think I've ever seen in the comp.
But she had also... Because she was the one that had the fantastic solution on the women's power boulder, right?
You said how creative she was, yeah.
It just climbed incredibly, incredibly well.
She had the splits in, high heel and the foot down low on the hole. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, back to Lucy.
1 minute left, so we'll see how this goes. She might have time for one more try after this.
Oh, sliding. She has. Well, you said it worked, and you made it work. There's some outrageous stuff going down in this comp. Right foot on the jib now. Oh, what's she going to do? She's going to have to do a foot.
Oh, nope. Okay, she does commit. It's a little tricky to find the tension. Wow. Come on.
A move away then from Lucy. This comp is back and forth at the moment. She's got one hand on it. Needs to match, of course.
Oh, she can just... You have to get this foot up onto the unit, but if she can stay calm here...
Should be good, eh?
Wow, fantastic. Good for her.
Good work from Lucy. She'll take a deep breath there. That was a lot of core required. 10 seconds to go. Final athlete on M and W2. Ryusei Hamada will come onto the stage in a second. Paola will return. This is our leaderboard. Lucy is leading the way after that amazing top. 59.2 is the score to beat currently. Lu and Mini is just behind though. And Akane, we saw her, but missing the zone on one. The only one to miss the zone. I wonder if she's going to be ruining that later on in the comp. It's all to play for at the moment, of course. And for the men, Adrian is leading the way. Of course, he is a boulder ahead as well. Just remember that when you're looking at these scores. It gives you an idea of where the athletes are placed and what they have to do. Saran and then Hugo in our top three. Landers in touch, but needs to find something in his next boulder. So the 4-minute clock goes. Can Paola be the second athlete to top number one? I do see what you mean, by the way, now about like putting it all together. It's very complicated, yes. Boulder 2.
I think, I mean, in its component pieces, like, yeah, it's not so much. And then you have to do all of this and try a paddle in sweaty conditions. And
okay. And we haven't seen much of M3, but no one really, I mean, everyone getting to the zone, but, well, not everyone, I actually don't know that, but.
We've seen some people plummet past. I would say it's a little more than the zone.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen getting towards the end, but no one making that final sequence.
Oh, wow, very nice. And now we'll see
let's see it.
How he solves for this coordination.
And goes for the Japanese method on the Japanese holds, as the Japanese climber.
We have one of the setters on the team, Kaito, very, very good at this style. And he was just trying to teach me how to do this move in his style, and it took so long for it to click. Everywhere
Kaito goes, people sort of discuss him in awe. He's a legend into his own self. It's amazing. All right, Paula, thumbs engaged here. She brings up the right foot. No, it bobbles away. Ruse on M2.
Seems like he's starting to find a good solution here.
He can chalk up on that right pocket. And I think the faster you do this move, the better. And he does just go for it, ripping up towards the top. And that is a fast one from him, with half the time gone.
But I think he's probably a little disappointed not to take the flash on that. That would have been a very good thing for his round.
Marin falls out. She falls left. So here we go on the corner again. Not quite. Harder than it looks again, that move.
And this is a little bit like during setting the corridor by itself, it's not like crazy hard, right? But you have to be able to do this move every time to even get into attempting this. And this is really like the logic and the reasoning behind tweaking it down. Wow. Okay, so the hand position was really good. Just the hips and the feet really need to follow through for him now for his next tries. But I think for a minute left, this is a good base. Wow. Okay. So that was a move, apparently.
Scuttles her way across. That was incredible. I'm so glad sometimes that I get to go on the mats and look at these boulders, because often you would have no idea how difficult certain sequences are, the way the athletes do them.
It's just the climbing paradox, you know?
Well, the easier it is. Yeah.
No, there is lighting there.
There is. I don't know what's quite going on there. Yeah. It seems to be the camera's acting up a little bit down there. Paola into the press again.
Oh.
Not enjoying this. She's not having the best round. Has such a good semi-final round. Hasn't quite found the same magic in finals yet. So one last chance. And Marin just cruising through a move that I imagine would take normal people a lot of time to do. She falls out as well, and that will be it. Right, Nick, and I know you probably want to get out there and talk to your fellow setters. So, mate, thank you so much for joining me.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I hope very much that we see you on World Cup setting teams in the future.
Me too.
And best of luck with that. And have a good break after this. I know you deserve it. Cheers,
Thank
Nick.
you.
Thank you. Right, well, we will get switched around with you in a couple of seconds. Right, well, my special guest is going to get himself ready while the athletes just brush up the boulders. And we are going to be Chris Klinke from Trango, the president himself of Trango Climbing. And Chris, welcome to the commentary box. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. And the reason that we have you is you are one of the main sponsors for the IFSC. In terms of boulders, maybe not as much gear, but lead tomorrow. I mean, you provide so much equipment.
Yeah, right now we're providing...
Oh, and let me just pause you 1 second here, because on W4 we've got a very quick top. And look at that.
Wow.
Comes in. Lou with a fast send of M4, and also the watermelon boulder here as he goes back and forth. Left foot buried on the jib. Cordo move. Sorry, Chris, I've rudely interrupted you then, but the climbers have just suddenly crushed it here.
No, that compression that he's doing is just so hard to maintain.
Yeah, and Nick was talking a lot about skin, how much you have to have good skin on this boulder.
Yeah.
And he has got some tape on that right hand, so I wonder how much his skin is suffering at the moment. Park, elevated door style move here. And a heel in.
It's going.
Here's a move away from the top. He can see it. It's in sight. Drops left. One hand on it.
Nice and smooth.
And a lovely little jam with the right foot.
That's just impressive.
Wow. Well, clearly you are the good luck charm.
Was that his first go? I think
it was a flash, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's taking his time on the top. I think he was checking the scores as well there, and we will have a look at the scores later on. Right. Have we got a pause? Yes. I think we can talk about gear.
Women too.
Women too. Okay, we'll talk about gear at the end of the round, shall we? 2 minutes in, and we'll talk about Trango as a sponsor because she's looking down at this blocked hold. And of course, as we were talking about, it's kind of blind, but you can sort of see through it, refracting the light.
Those smooth holds always make it hard.
It looks like there's friction in there, doesn't it? But there's nothing at all to be had. So, minute 50 on the clock. She rests. Moves in action down on the right-hand side as well. You can just see her feet on your main screen. We'll keep an eye on that for you if she gets there. But right now, we are... Yeah, we're sticking with Gyurun Kim here. Yeah. And Chris, obviously, you are more sort of high-altitude mountaineer than a ultra boulderer.
Yeah, I'm definitely more mountaineer than boulder, but this always just fascinates me in the amount of athleticism it takes just to complete one of these routes.
Yeah.
And the amount of energy they expend just to get up.
And you sponsor quite a few IFSC athletes as well, including Jesse Gruper, who's been crushing it on the lead circuit this year. So you are sort of well aware of the difficulty needed for this.
Yeah, and I keep watching these youth athletes as they develop, and the boulders that they're doing and the competition style that they're competing at this age is so much more difficult than it was even 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It just keeps stepping up in levels.
I was talking to Sean McCall recently, and he just said, the game has changed a little bit, and you just, it's hard being a more veteran athlete at the moment, especially when you watch these guys coming through. Gyurun, sorry, not Gyurun. So Zeren Mu struggling with that one. And there is Gyurun Kim. Up with the left foot, eyes up the hole, 30 seconds on the clock here. Not quite, and staggers a long way left. I think she might be done with this. Mu's going up just with the right hand as well. He's strong on that.
He's got some power.
He does. Right, now we're going to talk about gear. So, Trango, just talk me through what you guys provide for the lead comps.
For the lead comps, we're providing harnesses for the belayers, ropes, carabiners, belay gloves. We have a new rope tote that we specifically designed, and we're doing all the draws on the wall.
Wow.
And what always fascinates me is listening to the click. I love hearing them click on the wall. That is one of my favorite things.
It's satisfying, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's super satisfying.
And one of my favorite things that I love talking about, because apparently it's Macroom Bingo here, is the ropes that you provide, which is got the 5 meters of red.
Yep.
So what was that innovation all about?
That came about from a passion project of mine, actually. Mm-hmm. That started in 2012 when I saw somebody get belayed off the end of a rope. Totally, the person was fine. But it was also one of those things that's totally preventable because there's just no indication. And they had tied a knot in the end of the rope. They just did a quick overhand. It worked out while they were belaying because they were moving around a lot. Mm-hmm. And then, bam, and it was 5 feet. It wasn't far, and the person was fine. But it was like that's a solvable problem. And I spent a long time finding a process to be able to do that. And the red flag rope is one of our premier products. It's a rope that's touched 33 times by human hands in production. A normal rope is touched 3 times.
Wow.
And so that makes a big difference. That makes a really big difference.
Well, that is very cool to hear, Chris, and we'll see that in the next few days on the lead. Right, Meanie Lee.
She's been so strong.
She's good, isn't she? We interviewed her. It's on the IFSC's Instagram. I made a little video with her, and she's so cool. Speaks very good English. Her mum's an English teacher.
Wow.
Look at that flexibility. She's missed the foot on the left.
Yeah, she moved. She skipped it entirely.
So Meanie Lee making a play for the podium here. She's got to match the right hand, should from this position, and does.
And flash that.
Yeah, good work from Meanie Lee.
So I think that puts her and Lucy competing.
Yes, exactly. Lucy sort of came out of nowhere. Now look at this from Landers as well on the watermelon boulder.
I love that name.
It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, Lucy is... Lou is now up front. Meanie Lee is now with 59.5, just underneath. Landers is a move away. He stretches up. This is going to do wonders for his score as well.
Yeah.
He was down in 5th. The toe hook works just about. He shows control to the judges there.
That was a face.
Yeah.
He was making a face on that one for sure.
I think he just was worried about the shake, so held on for a little longer, and that's bumped him right up to the top of the leaderboard for Landers. Oh. Now I love this move because she did it like a shoulder press, and that's what I would have done, but it works as a pinch, like a giant wide pinch. I had no idea until Nicken told me that one.
Yeah, and I mean, the static move is the way to go on that from what everybody's doing.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So progress on this boulder, on M3. Should do it from here. Does do it from here. Let's go to Saki. Now, don't worry. We're not underwater. I think there's just a bit of white balance going on that. Or some lights or something going on down there. It looks a bit strange, but it's not dark. We don't think. We're going to go and check. And Maya as well. I know you've been sat behind me watching it. How impressive is this lady, hey?
Oh, she has just been so strong throughout this whole competition. And as I said, I'm amazed by these youth athletes and the talent that they're showing all the way across the board. And what she's been super impressive. She's got so much power and flexibility. That one move on, I think it was women's 2 on the finals here, she put her foot above her shoulder and lifted. Yeah. Like there was power there.
Yeah, you can have, there was a quote from a Russian athlete, I think, was back in the day, who was like, you can have all the flexibility you want, but you need to be strong in a flexible position. And that's so true. All right, so she winds herself up for this jump, hits the pinch.
That sounds very Russian, by the way.
Yes, it is, isn't it? So right through cross. Now, this is the wide pinch. There was some handprints left by the setters on purpose just to help the athletes figure this one out. She does the shoulder anyway.
Her hand might not be big enough.
No, good point, Chris.
Because that pinch is really wide.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her hand, and it was just...
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. So 36 seconds. She just has a moment to breathe here. It's enough time to do the boulder. And it is a very powerful move down low. Up she goes. Not quite. And I think now she might start to power out. And she does leave a stage. Yeah, one thing I was impressed with you being here is the fact that it sort of shows to me the investment that Trango is making in the IFSC. Because the fact that you're at a youth event, you're seeing this long term, aren't you, at the moment anyway?
Yeah. At the moment, this has been... The IFSC partnership has been super beneficial for Trango in terms of helping us with brand awareness on a global scale. And I can't say enough great things about IFSC overall. Yeah. It's helped our status in terms of awareness with athletes, with vendors, with sponsors, and everybody is seeing increased awareness from this process.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, we looked at the two leaderboards. Lander Gaydosh is leading the way. The man who did not expect to be in the final here tonight is currently in the provisional gold medal position, but he's got some athletes behind him coming for his position. Yeah. Park is finished as well, though, in provisional silver at the moment.
And Hamada is coming up. Still has one boulder to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. that leaderboard will change, unfortunately.
Yes, it will. So Landers might slip down, but he is waiting in the hot seat now. He doesn't need to go into the isolation area, so he'll be on the left-hand side of the stage. And that was Akane there. Oh, look at the power on the watermelon boulder and the jump from Lucy. Now, Lucy is one who's right in the fight here.
Yeah.
After that boulder 3. And Hugo.
She's the one who might do the pinch on this. I think she might do the pinch.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Akane, with that incredible method for doing boulder number 2, the high left heel, that Nicken was just in utter disbelief next to me. Honestly, I wish you guys could have seen his face. It was brilliant to watch that.
Yeah, well, she almost bat hanged on it.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Got both feet up there.
Yeah. I wonder if she gets a trick into the top. We know there's some foot skips possible up there. So he is established as Adrian now.
Pushing in.
Yeah, right foot hanging down low on the starting holes. Now this is the fighting bit. And if you've got sore pecs and shoulders there, it's really a big ask for a final boulder.
And Hugo going over on men's 3.
Yeah, he's been struggling with this, but that's better now.
Yeah. He's got the zone. Hugo's got the zone.
Yeah, so Cordo
Lucy's got the zone.
Yeah, Lucy's up. She doesn't do the pinch. She does the shoulder. Doesn't matter. So because the right toe is in, she's close here. She's going to top it. This is going to change the scoreboard. Wow. Okay.
Is that her third top?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to check the scores. Let's have a little look at this one. So with that top, Lucy obviously leading the way, 84.1, and you're right, 3 tops and a flash on the zone to 2 as well. Lucy having a comp of a lifetime here.
That's going to do her well. She's going to do well on that. But there's some stiff competition still behind her.
Yeah, she's not going to be able to relax, is she?
No.
But she can sort of stop climbing now, at least. Out of her hands, almost a perfect round. Okay, Nate. Jumping left, not quite from her. Minute 38 now, less than 2 minutes to go. After this, there will be the podiums for the under-17s and under-19s. So please don't go anywhere at the end of the comp. So left foot on nicely here.
I wonder if she's going to skip it.
I think it might be trying to time something different.
She does seem to be.
Yeah, but
everybody else has been trying to get that foot up there or match their foot to their hand.
Yeah.
Which was that move that we were so impressed with.
So will she try something different? I'm watching at the back, and I hope she brings the left foot up, so she sticks with it. Hugo, though, has got into the zone here. Close.
He's trying to do that paddle move.
Yeah, he placed, I think, the left foot a little early on that attempt. Kind of almost pushed him off the final hold.
A timing and that the hips, one of the setters was talking about earlier today.
All about those hips.
It is all about the hips and where you place them.
You're going to use hips on your next high altitude expedition.
All I use them for is carrying weight. Put the pack on, strap it to the hips, and just go.
Trudge. So 20 seconds now, last chance for the athletes. Comes up with the right hand. She's been smooth through here, but it looks like she's slightly run out of ideas on this middle section.
She has the talent. She's so strong.
Yeah, so no go this time. She runs out of time. Adrian says goodbye to the crowd who have filled our little arena here. Really cool to see, and the brushes are in action. Okay, so we're getting towards the business end.
There's
here
your
of our
favorite.
comp. There she is down at the end in the hat, just giving it everything, 100%.
We should get her in here.
Oh, we really should. I just love the commitment. It's so cool to see. Right, Lucy Duncan leads the way, 84.1 over Lou on 69.5, and then Minnie Lee is coming on 59.5. Maya Ene, her comp done, will sit in 4th, so no progression for her up onto a podium place. And for the men, Landers Gaydosh still sitting pretty on top. Taesung Park after that, but Raisu Hamada has boulders in hand to do, but he didn't get the zone on. Only in action on 3 now, so he could come. As you said, he's coming. And then Paola right now will clean up these footholds. That watermelon bowler, just such a... I kind of want to drink a watermelon right now watching that. Something refreshing in the heat. And Trango, of course, make holds as well, you guys supply.
Yes,
and
we
make.
supply holds all over the world. Paola. She does so well. She has such focus when she's going up.
Yeah, and she can kind of put the second half of the comp away now. She did struggle on those first 2 boulders, had a brilliant semi, so now this is her moment to sort of turn things around. Thumb in underneath that, just to make the adjustment. And then tiptoe up with the feet. Yeah. Careful, careful. I find my voice goes quiet.
Yeah, I know, because it matters. They hear it.
They definitely do. And she floats over, but not quite that time. Oh, look at this, though. 1 move away from the top here. She gets set up. Marin. Oh, no, slips. I think she's committed a little too much to the layback. And Hamada falls at the top as well.
Yeah, they were talking about how those 2 boulders come kind of close together, and you could see that right there. But the setters did such a good job spacing these out and making this possible.
Yeah, and look
then
at
he's
this.
going for it.
Now, he is one who is a potential podium finisher here, and that is good work from him. Sorry, Saran. Yeah, cracking from him. Yeah, so Saran Koyamada finishes things off. So we're starting to lose athletes here as we narrow our focus down to the last few climbs. And with that score, he did jump up into the top positions. He's now on 69.6, pushing Landers and Rousset down.
Well, that was his 3rd top?
Yes, it was.
And he's got 1 more to go.
Yes, exactly. So Saran really is coming, isn't he? 69.9 with, sorry, 69.6 with that score. Now, look, this is where she came Or she fell before.
Oh, she's got the pinch.
Oh, yeah, she has got a pinch first time.
She's doing the pinch.
And it does work. Oh, no, though. I wanted it to work so much.
I know. I think she was a little low on it, and she got a little trapped with her shoulder there.
Close. Minute and a half left as everyone rests.
Taking a deep breath before the next go. Goes Paula.
Yeah, cruising through this first move. There's the foot.
She gets it blocked.
It's such a weird move. She's kind of grabbing and then falling left.
Yeah, and you're afraid to move with your left leg because it's trapped it's blocked there, so you're afraid it's going to pop off. And so you keep your body out.
So this is Hamada who drops the top again.
It's getting close.
He is. He's maybe got another go on this. As has Marin here. Into the pinches now. Can she gain the height she needs?
Yeah, see, she's much higher on this round.
And managed to flick the foot. Yes!
There she goes.
That was well thought through. Everything kind of went wrong that could have done, but on her way through, that was good work. She's emotional on top as well. I actually stopped her after the semi-final because she qualified in fourth. She was in floods of tears as she walked past the commentary box. I just said to her, like, are you okay? You know, you've qualified. I think she's one of those climbers who just, if she's not topping everything, she's disappointed. Right. Which is a good attitude, I guess.
Yeah, and they work so hard.
Rosai, he is up just with 8 seconds to go. That's a wild swing at the top as well. Right, so game on for him on the final board, and Paula as well gets the top. It's all go right now, and things will have changed around on our leaderboard that we'll see in a couple of seconds. Let's wait for it to be updated here because this is a big moment after those two tops. Lucy's still sitting on top. Lou after that, and then Meanie Lee. Paula, oh no, so this is wrong at the moment. So that score hasn't been updated yet. We hope it will be. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to read it off the app. Let's just do that instead. So the top 3 for the women is Lucy on top, then Lou, and then Meanie Lee after that. And then, yeah, actually, in fact, everything hasn't been updated, so we wait here. But as for the men, I think, yes, so Rusai, he's in the top spot, then Saran, and then Landers. Landers pushed down finally off the hot seat into third, but still in a provisional podium position. So last boulders now. We just get to look at 2. It's the jump on women's 4. It's the watermelon on men's 4. Who's going to come out on top here for the under-19s? Sorry, under-17s.
That's interesting how much he has to reach just to get to that first hold.
Yeah, and he goes for the heel as well.
Ooh.
This is the harder way to do it for sure. I think he's going to want to really pop up to that hold. Oh, look at this. A flash for Yuran. Yuran Kim getting it done very, very quickly there. Is she all right? Yeah, she's down climbing a little bit, I think maybe hurt a foot or something there. She certainly didn't want to drop down then.
Yeah, she was protecting something.
Yeah, and she is limping a little bit. Hope she's okay, but at least the comp is done. So we have a look at Moo here. Yeah, that's a better method. And just a reminder, the setters do have all the measurements of the athletes. And although some moves will be harder if you're shorter and it's harder if you're taller, they are aware of the athlete's height, so they will try not to make an impossible move. Sarah and Moo, though, is definitely harder for in this kind of a pop. I don't know what you find, Chris, but I really struggle with running on mats. Like
no, I don't envy that skill. But I do look at it and say that the different body types that the setters have done, they did an amazing job accommodating all the different body sizes and all the different types of climbing. I'm really impressed with the setting that they've done here at the bouldering comp.
Especially in the younger ages when there is, a big differentiation between the different heights and sizes. It's tricky. At least at the adult point, they've evened out a little bit.
Yeah. As a kid, I was 5'1" until I was a senior in high school till I was 18.
Oh
so they're like that range is just dramatic.
Yeah, and they come away from summer, come into the senior circuit, 6 foot tall suddenly.
Yep.
But he is really struggling with this.
There he goes.
Is better.
Oh, that's a good pinch. Oh, he got that well.
Yeah.
Oh!
He was so happy to complete the move. He just messed up the feet a bit on that one.
And it's so hard when you're the only one out there right now, too, because you feel everybody watching you and feel the pressure.
Yeah, some thrive on it. Some sort of shrink a little. And he's stretching out here. Minute 20.
Take a little breather. Give himself a little space. There you go.
Quick stretch there as well. That's better.
Yeah. It's as you were saying earlier, you get into that final minute, and people, like, the brain resets a little bit.
Yeah, fight or flight mode kicks in. So here we go.
This is going to be a hard move.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the way he's been gripping, and the fact that the setters have said, like, and I felt those holds, they are slick.
Yeah.
And so with the heat and the number of climbers going through, it is a hard compression move to hold.
Yeah, and of course they did a whole full 4 rounds earlier on as well. 38 seconds then. Unless something magical happens, I don't think he's going to get this one. Up into the pinch. Come on, prove me wrong. Find something here. Right foot in.
Dig deep.
26. He's got to move quickly, I think. That's the key to this.
Yeah. Well, once he gets past this compression move, it is pretty quick.
Oh, that's the closest attempt he had.
Yeah.
Well, his night is done. Good work from Zeran as he leaves the stage. And where will that leave him in terms of the rankings? We'll find out in a sec. Counting down now. Last couple of climbers to go.
And I got to say, Matt, I've been impressed with the amount of fame that you have. The amount of youth coming up to get a selfie with Matt Groom over the last 2 days has been incredibly fun to watch.
It's been flattering. I do thank him a lot because it's to be honest, I'm so happy to be here. I haven't been at a youth event since Dallas, and then I wasn't commentating.
When was Dallas?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and then last time I commentated was 6 years ago. So it's a while.
So yeah.
No, sorry, 4 years ago. So
but I mean, and again, Matt, the thing that is always impressive sitting down with you and talking to you is your knowledge of all the climbers at all the different levels and abilities.
Thank you, Chris.
And it's been so much fun to listen to you as the voice of IFSC.
Cheers, Chris.
For the last 5 years.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Tearing me up at the commentary box. Right, Meanie Lee with the right hand. Pinches to come. Look, when she's on it, she's just
so strong.
Yeah.
She's flashed this. Oh my God! Like that was.
And the smile. There's this kind of like, yep.
Yep. What?
You doubted me?
What did I do?
That could help her score. She was in third as well.
I think that put her on top.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's just wait. And yes, it is.
Yes.
84.5, just over Lucy Duncan. So Lucy slips into silver. Takato Saki now. Oh, he's got the right foot down on the jib here.
He's got it. He can get it.
I think so too. It looks like he's got time up there. But this is a big move to be had. Not quite.
Yeah.
Not quite.
No, that's been better done as a static move from everything we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Is when they're doing that burst, it's so hard to control and get the body position right.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, 2.5 minutes on this round. He's left alone now as well. Just 2 climbers to go after him. And just a reminder to everyone that tomorrow the lead competition kicks off. It's qualifying tomorrow, so we won't have a broadcast, but keep an eye on the IFSC Instagram channel. I'm making some videos to go along there, and my colleague is taking photos, so there's lots of action that you can keep an eye on.
And this men's 4 has been the watermelon problem, as you call it, has been a challenging problem for everybody.
Yeah. That blocker is devious at the beginning, that big pink thing, because otherwise you better get a pretty good hook in. Yeah. And Nicken was saying that he managed to break it multiple times. They had to keep adjusting that blocker to stop him getting a foot jam in.
Yeah, I could see that.
It would just make this move much easier through here.
Yeah.
All right, he's on jibs.
On jibs. Yeah, there's a little one down there. You might not be able to see it at home, but there's a little one down there on that left foot that people aren't seeing all that easily if it's on screen, but there is a jib there. They're just not smearing against the wall.
Yeah, good spot, Chris. Oh, but no, he doesn't like it. I think he was trying to do what you said and go statically, but didn't quite work it. So what do you do now? I think he should have a rest here. Maybe give it 30 seconds. He tightens up those shoes. They are very, very soft, those shoes, and they won't actually feel that good on the jibs.
No, they'll feel like they're sliding.
Yeah, you kind of roll over them.
Yeah.
Good for other things. I do love that pair, but for standing on the ledge is not so good. 59 seconds here. Now you'd think he'd rest to about 30 seconds. He's not. He's going to go a bit earlier. Powerful campus up into the starting position. Quick flick of the feet.
Man on a mission right now.
Yeah, I think he's a bit annoyed at himself. He wants to get this one. Crosses into the 10.
That heel hook has proved important.
Locked in, isn't it?
There he goes.
Yes,
yes.
It is. Got a match, of course, with the toe in. Does. That's strong stuff from him.
That's kind of a combo of the static and dynamic move.
Yeah, he had the quick pop over left, but then managed to slow the whole thing down. And that has left him in second place. Yeah.
Pushed Landon down.
Yeah, it has. Landon's now out of the top 4. This is just a reminder. Mini Lee, of course, we saw her with that flash. 3 out of 4 boulders done and a zone on the second as well. She's the one to beat at the moment. Can anyone beat her, in fact? It's going to be very tight.
No.
No. So, yeah, Mini Lee takes another gold medal. Wow. Yeah.
We have two climbers left?
Yep, 2 after this.
Yeah.
And then we just saw him. He slips into second place. And look at that. It's just such a shame he didn't get that first one.
3 tops. Wow.
Yeah. And Hamada, of course, has a boulder to come. He's yet to enter the stage. Ooh, what a finish we're going to have here then for the men especially. Kane bows to the audience. Then she immediately grabs the brush to clean up those holds in the middle.
Yeah, and Hugo's proven to be very resourceful as he digs deep.
He's a smaller climber for sure, but look at the difference in power there. From Move, for example, is also quite small. And just to pinch the contact strength on this, campusing up.
Yeah, I mean, that's just huge.
Yeah, that really is.
And the fact that that's the start move right there. That's what was getting me when I was out there looking at that move. I'm like, okay, so that's a starting position.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that pinch strength.
All right, little upgrade with the right hand. Complicated moves to come though. Almost a layback on this underneath. Always struggling. Yeah, not quite that time. Akene holds the swing this time. No, not quite. No, she does.
No,
right.
she does.
Saves it.
Just has the zone.
Here we go again. Those high feet. I'm going to remember forever that move. Hits the left.
She's going to do the shoulder.
I think she's in now.
Yeah, she's in.
Yeah.
She's in.
Easy stuff from her. She's been a pleasure to watch the last couple of rounds. I'm very happy for her on that one.
I think she's going to continue to excel on the Japanese team.
Yeah, I think so. It's cool, isn't it? That you just see the future coming through. But I mean, the selectors, can you imagine their job? Oh, it's tough.
That would be so tough.
Yeah. I think they just have to have really strict rules, you know, and they have so far. You know, they've said what they're going to do, and if anyone falls short of the standards they expect, they're out, and it's been brutal this year.
Yeah. Well, and you got to respect the Japanese team for the depth they have on their bench. They have been developing climbers at the top of the game for so long, and they're doing it in the elite, and they're doing it in the youth, and you just see the Japanese climbers continuing to grow and expand their abilities. It's been really fun to watch.
It has been, yes. And with the new quota change as well, it's made it even tougher, so the cream really will rise right to the top of that squad. Right, Hugo launches left. He struggled with the last sequence of moves here. Has he got a plan this time? Heel in, this is your heel.
Yep. That heel works. He's got to stop shaking.
Oh, he's turning it.
There he goes. He's looking calmer.
I'm gritting my teeth watching this. Up he goes. Yes, he's in. What a way to finish for Hugo. Matches, quality stuff from him. And we'll see where that leaves him on the scoreboard. Looks down at his skin immediately. I think his skin will be suffering here.
I think it will.
Now here is the scoreboard for the women. Just one to go for them. Paola up next, and she can't affect the scoreboard. So, Mini Lee, Lucy, and Lou are our top 3. Can she?
No,
No,
59.
yeah.
59.
So close.
Sorry.
But not quite. No, don't worry. My maths on it. I need someone next to me who can do math. As a businessman, this is your job.
I'm not sure I'm the one to ask for the math problems.
But Hugo does bump up into fourth. Landers slips to fifth. And Hamada has already won before coming on. So this is victory lap.
I mean, like, yeah.
Because countback makes a difference there. Wow. And he probably will be aware of that.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for 4 tops.
Yeah.
I think he will. Have that nearly perfect score.
I want to see it. So this is a fun last boulder. We know the scores. Let's see if Paola can pull something out here and improve her overall score, because it will bump her right up there. Not quite onto the podium, but back into fourth if she can do this.
And Matt, I don't know the answer to this, but does that help her for next year?
I think it really depends. Team Germany is pretty dedicated to their youth squad right now. So I don't know what their selection process is for the World Cups, but it can't help. No, it can't hurt.
It can't hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, placement always works.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's doing the shoulder, not the pinch, really.
Easy stuff.
Yeah.
I think a bit of height there helps, and she did that beautifully, executed it perfectly, and she's done. So that will bump her up into fourth, we think.
Well, and it's also, the pressure's off. She knew kind of where she was at coming in.
Yep.
And she just got to climb. And she's strong. And when you eliminate that and you just can climb, that helps a lot.
Yeah, agreed. And look at this for a victory lap. Then come on, get it done. Show off a little bit, please.
This is his first.
Yeah, this is Flash, I think.
Yeah, this is his Flash for Hamada.
Well, it is going to be the victory lap we wanted to see. I hope. Yes, it is.
Yes,
there
it
we
is.
go. Well, that's not Hugo, as the graphic would suggest. That is Hamada out on screen. And he takes the win.
That takes him. That's almost perfect score.
Yeah, 4 out of 4. Wow, what a performance from him as he leaves the stage. Well, we will get confirmation of all of these results and then the flower ceremony and podiums to come.
And you got to look at this and say, for the separation on both the men's and women's in this final, and throughout the whole competition, the setting makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
And the setting on this was, I think, just incredible.
Well, here is confirmation. Sorry, Mini Lee in the top spot, 84.5 over Lucy Duncan. Great from her from Team USA in 84.1. And then Lou Claire in third with 69.5. Paola jumped up all the way to fourth from low down the order. Great from her. Akane after that in fifth. Gyuran Kim, Marin Nakamura, and Maya N8 down at the bottom. Good performances from there. And as you say, great separation there in those numbers. What a bit of setting there.
With a little bit of tension on 1 and 2.
Exactly.
Just sitting there going, could go either way.
Exactly.
Which is what you want to see in a competition.
Yeah, we do. It was well balanced by our team throughout this competition. We'll wait for the men's results.
Well, and the thing with the men, Hamada just crushed it.
Yeah, 99.5, almost perfect, as you said. Taketo Seki up next, 74.5. Saran after that. Hugo Landers, Taesung, Adrian, and Zeren make up our top 8. Which of those are going to be the future stars, but a Japanese lockout of the under-17 men's podium.
Wow. As I said, the depth is just so huge. And it's interesting, too, that you look at that men's Boulder 1 was a really big differentiator for everybody.
Yeah, it was huge, wasn't it? Well, the flower ceremony for the women, their podium will come in a minute. There's Lucy, smile on her face, good to see. But our winner is Mini Lee, who takes another gold medal here at the Youth Champs, and she will not be long for the youth circuit. We'll see her in the senior side of things. Right, Chris, let's say goodbye to you because we've got some podiums and stuff to come. So thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you for having me, Matt. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you at more comps this year.
Absolutely, and we'll check your gear out on the walls tomorrow. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Right, everyone. Well, we are doing last bit of housekeeping here. So podiums to come, where we will celebrate with our athletes. That will come in a couple of minutes once we've built the podium and got ready. So I will go away for the time being, but come back later on when we have our podium built. So thank you to everyone who are watching. And just a reminder, Instagram is the place to be for the Youth Comp. You can go and see all of the videos we've been creating behind the scenes, get to know videos and more. And of course, the photos being taken from the event as well. And if you are unsure of the schedule, that's where you can find information for that. So a brief pause while we get the podium sorted and the athletes get ready for their medals. We'll be back very shortly. Right, our podium is prepared. As you can see, we are a couple of minutes away from the athletes joining us on stage to give away the gold, silver and bronze medals for the under-17s and under-19s as well. So thank you for your patience if you are still with us. And to remind everyone, tomorrow the lead qualification kicks off, not live streamed, but you can keep updated with all the results on the IFSC Instagram page. And then on Friday, I've lost track of time, we start the broadcasts, semi-finals and finals. And Sunday, it's all about speed. So practice, qualification, and the finals will take place there. So a little bit more patience. We'll be with you soon for the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony for the IFSC Youth World Championships Helsinki 2025.
So here we go. Our athletes are on the stage and our dignitaries are out too. And listen, these names quite difficult, but we've got Perttu Piukoski, who is representing the Finnish Olympic Committee, and then Aki Polkarinen, who's the Finnish Climbing Association representative. And now we are looking at the under-17 category, sorry, the under-19 category here. They competed earlier on. Yama on stage. Yeah, we had the flower ceremony earlier on, but this is the proper awards for them. Sheila Martin stands up. Silver for her. She put on a good performance, of course. The finalist from lead earlier this year. Murakoshi stands up. Gold medal for her, and what an indication to the setters there. So Kaho, Jela, and Manami Iyama down in bronze. And there are the people I mentioned just now with the medals on. I was just discussing with Chris actually off air how well these guys have organised. Well, not the person handing out the medals, they're obviously part of it, but any one of the organisers here who is a very, very good ice climber in her own right and sport climber. She's one of the main people behind this comp. So thank you to everyone for putting on such a good competition here. Jayla with the silver. And Kaho the gold medal. Oh, and are they sparkly? I love that medal. And finally, the gold medal for Kaho. Good performance from her. And a lovely moment as she will look to now transition fully into the senior side of it. For a lot of these athletes, this is their last youth competition in that under-19 category. It's time to look forward to the future. So this is the last time we could see them on this stage. But you never know what stage they might appear on in the future. So national anthem time. Well, there we go. National anthem's done. They will gather at the top for a photograph moment. And then we'll move on to the men's side of things for the under-19s. And Jayla knows the drill, doesn't she? Yep. And there's a big old platform up there, so lots of space for our 3 women. And no one in the audience has really left here. There's a bit of a party going on. There's a burger van, hot dog place to grab some beers. So if you are in the area watching this, do come down. You can come in and have a watch. Okay, so the athletes will clear the stage. We'll get set for the men's under-19 next in a couple of minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen. To the victory ceremony for the IFSC Youth World Championships 2025. The medal ceremony for Boulder under 19-year-old men will be presented by Perttu Pajulowski from Finnish Olympic Committee, accompanied by Avi Hakanen from the Finnish Climbing Association.
Okay, so the men come onto the stage. I had a chat with Samuel Richard, who was getting a burger after the competition, and he told me that he made a pledge to stop eating chocolate until he became a world champion. And of course, this is his last competition, so now he's going to have to win the main world championships to be able to eat chocolate again, which is dedication from him. Ashwin gets the bronze medal from Thailand as well. Great to see Team Thailand coming through here. We've got Ard in the senior circuit, who's also part of that team, but yeah, these guys are super, super strong. And there's wonderful climbing in Thailand as well. If you've never visited, please do, it's brilliant. There is the man without chocolate, Samuel Richard, but it is a silver medal, and he performed really well. Qualifying, sorry, semis especially. He was in dominant form, fantastic work from him.
Gold medalist and Boulder under-19 men's winner of the IFSC Youth World Championships Helsinki, representing Japan, Kodai Yamada.
Kodai Yamada, gold medal for him, and a jump on top. He is one who we'll be seeing on the senior circuit next year, you'd imagine, after that performance. Strong stuff from Kodai. A really good round. We kept saying we kind of missed the fact he kept flashing the boulders, and suddenly you realise he's up in the 99s. It was an incredible performance from him. So, national anthem for Japan again. I'll see you in a couple of seconds. So, under 19 men's, they will gather on the top spot too. Oh, nearly fell off there. Got some balance back. 3 guys celebrate together. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see this little squad come through next year. Okay, well, the stage will be cleared, and the under 17s are up next. We just watched them, so we will now give them their medals in a couple of minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony for IFSC Youth World Championships Helsinki 2025.
So we just watched them compete, and the under 17s are on stage. Minnie Lee leading the way in the centre with that gold medal she just won. So here we go. An ultimate podium here for the women. So Lou with that bronze medal. Team France has also got depth in their squad, haven't they? Let's see if she'll be joining the ranks of people like Oriane, Max Bertol, Mejdi Schalk and the rest next year. I do love these conferences, a little insight into the future of our sport. And talking about futures of a sport from USA, Lucy Duncan with the silver medal weights. It was a great performance from her, all about that last boulder.
United States of America, Lucy Duncan.
Great work from Lucy. Another one to watch. But the night belongs to the Chinese superstar in the middle, or future superstar anyway. She looked good in semis. She stepped things up in finals. Minnie Lee will take the gold medal here and turn her attention immediately tomorrow to the lead competition. A big step up onto the top spot of the podium and another medal to her name. So, time for the national anthem of China, and then we'll have our final podium for the men to finish off the evening's entertainment for you. So congratulations to those ladies. What performances there. It was a very good bit of setting. Lovely to hear from Nicken as well. Thank you, sir. And do go, and I talked a lot about his YouTube fame, and he is very famous on YouTube. Part of Eric Carlson's videos. I remember meeting him back in Sweden in the day, and it was lovely to hear his insights. So thank you, Nicken. Okay, the stage will be cleared one final time for the men to come on. I'll see you in a couple of seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony for the IFSC Youth World Championships Helsinki 2025.
So, time for the men, the final podium of this evening, and a Japanese lockout of the top three. They're standing in the middle. A brilliant performance from him. Soran Koyama gets the bronze medal here tonight. Team Japan, you've got to be feeling pretty pleased with yourself if you're some of the coaches and physios with this one. I wonder if they run out of champagne in the hotels. I don't think they drink champagne, to be honest. In fact, they're in my hotel. I should know this. Yeah, they are under 17, of course, so maybe no champagne yet. That's a good point. Chris just pointed that out thanks to me. In the future, maybe. So medal for him, great as well, but it's all about the man in the middle. Amada, he was strong throughout the round. Good at slabs, good at dynos, good at the power moves. Izu Amada, fantastic work, sir. Rotating silver, of course, and Saran bronze. All right, well, for the final time tonight, we'll hear the Japanese national anthem, and then I will say goodbye to you very soon. The under-17s champion, as you can see, written on that medal. Hey, forget under-17. They've got so much more youth climbing to go, these guys. It's unreal. All right, national anthem time. Well, what a way to finish off the Boulder round of the IFSC Youth World Championship. But don't worry, we've got plenty more IFSC action to come in the next couple of days, kicking off with Leeds tomorrow. And the semi-finals and finals will follow after that. And lastly, Speed on Sunday. And then a month off from IFSC duties before we return in Copper for the last lead comp of the year. Well, thank you to all my co-commentators for joining me. Chris Klinke from Trango Climbing and Nicken, the route setter. Fantastic to have you guys. And I'll return very soon for the next round of our competition here in Helsinki as we search for our gold medalists in lead and speed. My name is Matt Groom. It's been a pleasure calling all of the action, and congratulations to the athletes and the organisers for putting on such a fantastic competition. We'll be back very soon, everyone, for more IFSC action.